Hello, Canon EOS photographer Randall and Rueff here. Today I want to talk to you about CF cards. That's right, compact flash cards. This is my digital Randall XT, 28 to 300 millimeter lens, and inside this little compartment right here, out, up, push the little button, out pops my 8 gigabyte, 133 times Kingston Elite Pro compact flash card. Now, 8 gigabytes, it's not a whole lot, but it's definitely enough for what I do with mine. Let me talk about the size of 8 gigabytes. The biggest amount I ever shot, as far as the amount of pictures I took, keeping in mind, this camera does not do video, it's stills only. I shot over 3,500 pictures. I think it was like 3,830 if I remember right. It was under 4,000, but I believe it was 3,800. I want to say 30. It was in that 29, 30 range. Anyway, under 4,000, but 3,800, over 3,800 pictures over the course of several hours. Because I was really, there was a lot going on, a lot to be seen. There were soldiers doing their marching and playing the band. I was getting awards. There were people, all kinds of people, doing all kinds of neat things, and it was just a big event. And that was the biggest. And I didn't even come close to filling up this card. Okay, this is the digital Randall XT. It shoots 8 megapixels. And it didn't come anywhere close to filling up this 8 gigabyte card, okay? So, it got plenty of room. Now, of course, with newer cameras and other things like 8 gigabytes, when you consider the size, and plus the people are doing video on it, especially when you do video, memory goes by real quick. Especially when you go to full HD or 2K or 4K, etc. The higher you go, the quicker it uses up memory. Okay, but for this, it's great, okay? Love it. Second, let's talk about the speed. The 133 times speed is, when I bought it, it was pretty fast. Nowadays, it's not real fast. First of all, let's talk about the 133. Let's talk about the speed. The speed is 133 times. That means if you play a CD in a CD player and you get it spinning to full speed and it plays video in your DVD player or your CD, if you're watching a DVD or CD, listening to music or watching a video. For CDs, it's music, of course. When it's DVDs, if you're listening to music or watching a video or a movie, it's spinning at a particular speed. I'm not sure what that is, but it's 1 times. Okay, so these times are times that speed. The speed it takes for a CD or DVD to turn around for the DVD or CD player to work is called 1 times, and the speed that this works at its maximum is 133 times that speed. Now, if you spun a CD or DVD 133 times. Normal, it would just explode because it's spinning so fast. However, with a microchip, you can get speeds 133 times and a lot faster nowadays. So, I've seen them up to 1,000 times speed nowadays. So, 133, not bad. Considering the one I had before this was an 8 gigabyte, and it actually had a hard disk inside the disc. It didn't have a computer chip. It had an actual spinning hard disk, and I believe it was 4 times. 4 times, I think. 4, 8, 4, 6. I don't remember, to be honest. It's been so long. But the point is, this was infinitely faster, infinitely more stable, and I haven't had a single problem with this. Okay. Compact flash works in Type 1 and Type 2. Slots, so if you have a Type 1 or Type 2 slot, this is supposed to go in there. Kingston makes great products. Elite Pro. Let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about this card. I have not had a single. I've had this card for several years now. And 2008, it says on the back, it says, it says copyright 2008 Kingston Technology Corp. So this was made in 2008, theoretically. I've had this card for several years. I have not had a single problem with this card, and I have used this card a lot. If you take care of it, even the front looks smooth, you know what I'm saying? If you take care of your cards, the front and back look real smooth. It looks like a new card, and if you take care of it, that's what they can look like. This is the only card I use right now. I do have another one in there. It's like 2 gigabytes I got from Gerald. One time they were clearing out some stuff. He's like, "Ooh, you want it? Yeah, sure, take it." Anyway, but this is the card I use. 8 gigabytes, 133 times. And I believe I paid in the neighborhood of $40. Of course, nowadays this would be a lot cheaper. But at the time, I believe I paid $40 for this, give or take. I remember I got it from Amazon. I would have to look up how much it was and when I got it. But anyway, it's an excellent piece of hardware. Never, ever had a problem with it. If you take good care of it, do what you're supposed to with it, it will last a very long time. And the prices are always going down, so that's good. But it's very simple. Just open the door, slide it in, push it in all the way, shut your door. Light goes on right there. When you turn it on, the light comes on for a second. What it does, if you haven't stuck your compact flash card into the camera before, it creates the folders and files ready. So when you go to it, it's got a folder in there to put the pictures, and nowadays video. Of course, this camera doesn't do video, but if it did video, it would have a folder for photo and video. This camera just has one for photos. I need a new camera. I know that, but anyway. So that is that. And again, several years, not a single problem with a compact flash card. It's good technology. It's highly durable as long as you take care of it. And you'll have, if you take care of your flash card or your CF card, it will last you a very long time and serve you very, very well, as the one I have right here does for me. So I decided to make a little video talking about that, sharing with you technology. This, looking back, I can look back to the days of film where I got 36. You had 12, 24, 36, or 48. I think the most you might be able to find a roll of film somewhere that has 64 pictures on it, with 35mm format. Again, with this piece of $40 of reusable hardware, I can easily get 4,000. I can probably get 5 or 6, maybe 7,000 pictures on this card at 8 megapixels. That's awesome. I mean, when you think back to where we've come from and where we are now, and to think that this is old, this is several years old. The current ones are not only physically the same size, they're able to hold more pictures and operate a lot faster. I mean, I've seen, 128 gigabytes, 256 gigabytes if you got a lot of money, and they're up to 1,000 speeds, 1,000 times speed. So technology is great. They keep improving, and they're only going to get better as time goes on. But definitely worth your money. I mean, I think back to film, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe it. I mean, I think about all the money I used in film. I mean, it would take, you had to buy the film, and you had to have it developed, or if you had, like, when I was back in high school, we had a lab at school where we could develop it when we had class projects, or for yearbook or newspaper, which I was on the yearbook one year and the newspaper one year. We could do, go into the lab, develop it. That took, you had to put the developer in, shake it up, let it set for its time, depending on the film speed. Depending on the film speed, you had to put the developer in, let it develop, dump it out, put water in to wash the developer out, dump the water, put in stop bath, which really stopped the developing. Pour that back out, pour some water back in to get that all the way washed out. Then you put your fixing, or what we call fixer, and fixed it so the image wouldn't leave the film. Let that sit for a time. Poured it out. Poured some more water in. Washed all the fixer out. Poured it out again. Then we opened up the canister, and you have a film that was like, several feet long. At school we had a drying cabinet where you could dry about 20 rolls of film at a time. Basically, you put a weight on the bottom of the roll, and you had a little clip up here. You hung on the rack. You closed the door, and there was a fan that warmed it and made it dry quicker. But that's what you had to do to develop film. It was a pain in the butt. It took time. It was expensive because not only did you have to buy the film, but you had to buy the developer, the stop agent, and the fixer. Those were 3 chemicals you had to buy besides water that cost money. So it wasn't cheap, it wasn't quick, and we are really blessed with digital technology today. And the compact flash card is just one part of it, and I'm glad we have it because I use it, I love it. It's great. And one of the things I think looking back is I can appreciate how great it is because I've done the film. I've done the developing. I've done that kind of stuff with film, and I know how great it is to have digital where I can stick a card in, pull it out, stick it in the computer, and go. Or in a lot of cases, with a lot of new cameras, you can just take the picture, it's on the card, push a button, and it wirelessly zaps it to your computer or to Facebook or wherever you want to send it. So the technology keeps getting better. It's awesome. I love it. Pick up your compact flash cards at any place they got my Walmart, Target. I like to buy a lot of stuff online on Amazon. So really reliable. B&H is another one, but Amazon's where I really online. Not that B&H isn't good in rental. They're very good. But for me, I like to shop at Amazon.com because Amazon is my first choice online. B&H for photography is my first stop aside from Amazon when it comes to photography equipment. And so those are the 2 ones I recommend because I've never had trouble with any of them. And pick up your compact flash card, use it, it's there to be used, it's great technology, and I just want to make a little video about it because I love it. I can think back to, again, like I was just saying, think back to the old days and how great, think what we had to do and be glad of what we've got now. So, and like I said, it's only getting better. So, I decided to make a little video telling you about my story about that and how grateful I am to have the technology we do have, And I'm always looking forward to what's coming next. So with that in mind, thanks for watching. Have a good day. And may God bless you. And as always, keep taking those pictures. Bye.